Hey everybody, this is Jim Grzanzio. I'm on the Oracle Groundbreakers team, and we are here in Hyderabad, India, as a part of the Groundbreaker Yatra, which is basically a tour of all the tech centers in India. And I'm here with Sai Penumuru. Sai, welcome.
Thanks, Jim.
Now, Sai, you are a man of you actually wear many hats. You are an Oracle ACE director. You are a Groundbreaker ambassador. And you are the president of the All Oracle India User Group. What else?
So I think you missed the main one. So I'm also an industry chief technologist for utilities and energy. I work for DXC Technology, Newcastle in UK.
Okay, great. So Sai is actually one of the main organizers, the center organizer of this trip that we're on. This is the 6th city of the Yatra. It's 10 cities in total, and it's an annual event, and it's really very, very interesting. I've learned so much. This is my last city, so I'm going home after this, but maybe next year I'll do the whole thing. I've learned a great deal. There's like over a dozen speakers. The audiences are, the developers are just amazing. There's lots of enthusiasm. I've heard you speak about the All India Oracle User Group as being like a platform for engagement. I'm wondering if we can have a little discussion about that, because I thought that was really interesting. So what do you mean by platform?
So we don't have like in a forum where we can bring a lot of Oracle tech guys and share the knowledge. So in 2007, myself and Murli Vallath and Satyendra Kumar and a couple of others started this users group. This is like you can call it as a platform where you can actually share the knowledge, and also and bigger than that, it's a networking opportunity. So, nowadays technology is advanced. You can get a lot of trainings from different training providers, especially on YouTube. You can also, like many conferences, do the live streaming, right? That's absolutely fine. But what you're missing is the networking opportunity. So you can't look at this event. So we able to pull around 450 people into one center. And this is a place where you can actually communicate with similar mindset people. Right, so that's really, I think that's really a great value, and you learned a lot of things during this networking, during this event, during using networking. That's why we always push, talk to new people, talk to them. For example, you may be fixing a problem in 5 minutes. I may be taking like 1 hour, right? You need to find out those differences. You know the solution. So that's why we created this platform in 2007, and it started in Bangalore. It was very difficult to run this whole users group. So then we expanded basically, India, right? I think you had little taste of India coming to different cities. So then we expanded like Chennai, North India, Hyderabad. So then we expanded, we find a similar mindset people like us. So they are basically the leaders of the local chapter. They run a similar model. This model is really absolutely working fine. Only we have challenges with our time because we are all volunteers, right? So we have to work for companies. So now it's expanding really good. So we have weekend calls. We think about strategy. Basically, we are serving the users community. What are the challenges? And in this current period, a lot of questions we are unable to answer because of a lot of autonomous database is one example. So there's one question always we get is, what about our jobs? So we are actually making sure that they understand properly, because when somebody talks about autonomous database, we'll say there is no human interaction is not required. So they all got panic. Right? How do we fix this problem? So we actually say, okay, this is not new. It is there from 8i. You got a lot of autonomous things. You collect statistics automatically. We are never lost a job. So now the thing, what we are actually basically using all the key speakers, not only us. So we get a really good speakers this time from HQ, ACE directors and Groundbreaker ambassadors. It's also important to bring from the different countries, right? It's not only one country. We want to bring the speakers from different countries so that you'll get a better answers. right? So we are trying to them, this is your, it's not impacting your jobs, you need to shift your focus, right? So instead of doing all the admin and management activities, you should focus on the business problem, sit with business people, understand their business problems, and come back to the, instead of spending your time for creating database and taking a backup and fixing the performance issues, that's all gone, right? So, and a lot of many things, I think, I can talk for next 2 hours, but ultimately this is a platform. Come and join us, right? Again, it's a non-profit organization, so we are not collecting any money, but yeah, we need to run small events like that. We minimum collect 500 rupees. Again, there are plenty of reasons for that. When you pay little amount, people are little serious about it, right? So come to our, I think there are many people used our platform, especially our local chapter leaders. I can see they're actually growing in their career. They're just the step one was just attending our events, and they say, Sai, I want to support you guys. So they become a volunteers supporting organizing the small events. They become a speakers. That's the biggest one, and they're now presenting into international conferences, and they are like a part of ACE community, and they want to see what is next. So they're also expanding. So there's a lot of examples I can say from our team itself, right?
Actually, since I've been involved the last couple of years, I'm aware of at least one story where someone, started out just by, organizing and then became a speaker, and now is going to be speaking at Oracle Open World in San Francisco in 6 weeks. Yeah. And that story seems to be something that other people aspire to as well. Yes. So, it's really interesting because I've heard you and other people speak about this in terms of lots of career conversations, lots of, you're learning, but you have to go, far beyond that, and you have to really be motivated. And these people I've seen in these 6 cities are extremely motivated, especially the students, actually. A lot of the colleges and universities, students that I interact with here, it's a lot of fun because they're so enthusiastic, and they're asking good questions as well. Yeah.
So I think, especially in India, Jim, I don't know, about the population, right? So we have a competition at every stage. So students, like all the youngsters, are so intelligent. They're trying to grab the opportunities. Like they want to ask questions. So when we are actually out of the college, we don't have anyone to mentor us, which platform to select. We want to go to a network side of it. We want to go to Oracle, means the database side of it. So we all struggle, and we are actually did our own homework, and we don't have option like connecting people. So that's why, at least 5% of our attendees are like from students. And we are encouraging them to attend our conferences, events free of cost. Okay, they don't require to pay anything. Come and talk to all the working people and also the speakers. And the speakers are really important because they have seen like a lot of people their career development, so they can actually give them a proper best approach. And actually, you can see a lot of tweets from the students. They are actually thanking them, many speakers. That's the biggest gift for all the speakers, right? Yeah.
So, just a question on the speakers, but also it involves Sangam and also Yatra. One, how do you get the speakers? Because these are some really seriously senior people, let's just start there because I just lost the thought.
Yeah. So again, that's a bigger secret. I don't want to say, but the thing is, for me, since I'm an ACE director and Groundbreaker ambassador was the latest one. So when I was part of ACE community, right, I like to go. I used to present in many international conferences. It's all the personal relationship built with during that conference. Whoever is there in today's yatra, they're all like very. They understand the value what we are giving to the Indian community. They never say no. I think I never got any speaker say no, but maybe there's some personal challenges. That's why we build a relationship. They understand, and especially in India, I think one of the speaker was telling like India support. It's like a number of people support for many Fortune 500 companies, or most of them are here, and they are the best people to provide the feedback, and they are the best people to ask questions. That's why even the Sangam is very, very famous. Sangam is our annual conference. You get 1,000 people, 100 speakers, and where, trust me, speakers like to come and they test their knowledge. Okay, so and also they get a really good questions so that they can go back and research on what next. It's not only just one side of presentation, it's also the other side. So that's why many speakers, you can see, Sangam we did for this year, like 11th anniversary. You can see there are frequent speakers. They like to come and actually learn from users. So basing on that, they can actually much prepared for the next session, next conference.
So when you speak in terms of platform, Sangam is actually a part of the platform then?
Yeah. So again, we started, multiple channels. The biggest one is the events, right? Everybody likes face-to-face meeting, learn technology and talk to them. So we started a small thing, like as I mentioned, we started in Bangalore. We used to do a couple of events in Bangalore. Then we thought, no, this is not the correct. Let's do a open world model, right? I think we are not competing with open world, but let's do the similar model, right? So then we started in 2009, first time. So inviting Tom Kite, and he did the 3 days presentation non-stop. So that way we started. Thanks to Tom, because he really helped us bringing that brand, Sangam. Sangam is an Indian meaning of meeting of minds. Okay, so all the people are coming together and learning together, networking with others. So now we are successfully run for last 10 years the Sangam. Absolutely, I think it's really a brand for Indian community, and people like to come and present in Sangam. And another thing is we always host Sangam after the Oracle Open World, because many new announcements happens in Oracle Open World. How do we bring that communication to Indian community? That's why we started hosting in December. And also next to the UK OG conference, somebody wants to come from US, they can go to UK, attend 3 days, come to India. In a one trip, they can cover both the conferences. And that way, they'll give more value. So one of the challenge for Sangam is we normally host Sangam in Bangalore and Hyderabad, where you get more people. And also it's not a good justification for other cities. That's why we thought, okay, let's do, instead of we are hosting, let's take a key speakers, go to the different cities. So that's why we started initially 3 cities, 5 cities, 7 cities, now 10 cities. Next year, we don't know. So again, you see if you look at, it's all balanced into different technologies. Speakers are very key speakers, and we are going to their place. And actually also, also we are inviting to Sangam. So we always do Yatra in July, so that everybody is aware of the conference. So we actually invite to the Sangam. So it's all in a planned, proper way.
Wow, it's incredible amount of community building that you have done, and it's not only you. There's lots of other people involved, but I guess my last question is, what this is a huge amount of work over many years. I mean, the results are very clear. There's a very large and thriving community here, which gets international exposure. I mean, just at these events, these first 6 cities with people on social media tweeting, photographs and things like that. People around the world are noticing the activity here. So this is a thriving community here. How do you find time for it? It has to be some sort of a deep, passion with you, because it's a big deal.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, Jim, how much you actually has looked at all the volunteers. We're all connected by heart. And there are people actually joined as a volunteers. They all looking at from the mind. They're all looking for something. Okay, if I join Oracle, means AIOG as a volunteer, I become an Oracle ace. So they're all gone. Yeah, they're all gone. Whatever you're seeing currently, they're all connected by heart. Okay. So another challenge, if you look at, we are not an organization. They're not reporting to me. I'm not paying a salary to them, right? It's all connected by heart, and it's like a family. Okay. So there are situations we get a lot of traction, like for example, something is going wrong with the event. It's like a lot of planning required. So we actually meet on Sundays And we say that, for example, yatra, it's like, joining, and what is we need to bring. It's not only my decision. I always take a decision from all the chapters, and we'll say, okay, that's the correct one, and we'll actually run the polls, and we actually, even the speaker topics are run by polls, and we'll pick the, normally speakers like Kannar can actually talk about 50 sessions. So whenever you ask abstract, he will actually send me like 20, 25, right? So we run the polls and, okay, this is the right topic for the right time, okay? And coming to the time, yeah, that's really challenging. I think I need to thank my family because I'm not really spending time with my son and daughter. Sometimes I feel I'm doing something wrong, but I need to thanks to my wife and kids and my mother. That's why most of my Saturdays, Sundays are sitting and fixing AOG problems. And also thanks to my company, who also support, especially my boss. He understands the value of users group. That's why I'm here, right? But again, it's not easy. It's really efforts. And without my team, even I don't want to say volunteers, they're part of our group family, right? So without them, it's also not possible. And in this type of event, small things will create a bigger problem, right? Small things. That's what I always give an example. Think about just hosting a birthday for your kids in a home. How much sweat, right? You may think you'll be running and coming here and there, and we don't know attendees. Like there are like regular attendees, but there are new attendees. What they will think, right? That's why we always say, sorry, we are not really event organizers. But trust me, we learn, and we can actually run any events in a bigger scale, right? Especially I learned a lot of things. And again, it is a Oracle program, helped me to go to different conferences. I presented. It's not only my technical talks, it's also learning. So I see, okay, this really works for India. I take that one. Right? And also speakers. My speakers are really, really, it's all, again, we're connected through, by heart. And I really, tell them like they are my kids. I want to make sure that they're really good. When they go back to home, it's not in my control, but I want to make sure that they have a proper food. And how hard it is. You are seeing, right? You landed on 11th of July and non-stop you're going. And we had to 4 more cities to cover. A lot of energy is required. It's only you can do it by heart. But if you're just working for the money, it's not going to work.
And actually, you just inadvertently said something here. He's not only organizing it, he's also delivering technical talks as well. He's one of the speakers, right? So, when you have a multi-track, event of, with, 4 or 5 tracks running simultaneously, there's a lot of organization that goes around that. Massive. It's all day, every day. Well, you're also delivering one of the talks. Yes. So just very impressive. Just extremely impressive. Thanks. So I have to thank you for inviting me on the tour.
No, I think it's absolute pleasure, Jim. I think this is the way, using your channel, we can actually reach out to many, many people. Again, this platform should always be up and running without me. That's the concept. So that's why it should be a model for, people are actually taking a lot of career advantages of using this platform. It should always run. It's like a baby for us. Again, I'm not sure how many years I'll maintain this one, but I'm always looking for a new generation to maintain this one. And it's a really great platform. And thanks, Jim. And your support is really good. Hope everything is good, because something is not in my control. But yeah, it's really absolute pleasure to having a Jim in our conference. Hope to see you in our bigger conference is coming in December. Sangam, yeah.
Yeah, Sangam's in December, so I hope to be back for that. And so, great. Well, thank you very much again. And you got 4 more cities after this. And then, so good luck with those. I will see you maybe in San Francisco for Code 1 or Open World. And then in December. So, and you guys, thank you very much for watching. And we'll be back here in Hyderabad for a few more interviews. A few more hours to go. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.